When you are sick like this, you don't compare yourself to anyone. What you do is you honor what's building inside of you. There's a strength, a power, and a resilience building inside of you because of what you're going through. You likely go through more to get out of bed each day than these people that you might catch your mind comparing yourself to go through all day. Okay. So rule number one is we do not compare ourselves. We honor the strength, the resilience that's building in us because of this disease we're facing. To understand that it's not your fault you got here. But you have to be like a superhero at things like your mentality and your lifestyle and your spirituality in order to get out of it. You can't just be average folk level. And I think that it's a very different way than how these things are presented in most doctors' offices. It's like a push from the universe to speed you toward something that a lot of people won't even bother doing with their life. It's a wake-up call that other people aren't going to have. That's why I like the superhero mentality a little bit.
I feel like what I'm hearing is you're saying approach it as a growth mindset.
Yes.
So yes, these things are incredibly difficult. View it as an opportunity for growth. It is something that life has handed you that has not been handed to other people. But and that viewing it in that way is perhaps what can enable people to get to the other side of it.
Things. Pain is made up of three components where we can fight it, and that's it. And we have to fight pain in all three of these places or we won't win. Pain is made up of sensation, thought, and emotion. And you need to make sure you fight it on all three levels. So think about how that works. You feel it, but then you have a thought about it. Is this a pain that's no big deal? Is this a pain that's going to kill you? Is this a pain that has an underlying problem that's really bad for you? So you have all these thoughts. Then you have an emotion. I'm miserable. I'm going to miss work. I'm going to fall behind. I'm so upset. I feel so anxious. So we have all these things that happen. So we have three levels we can fight it on. Okay. So Pillar of Pain 2 deals with the thought portion. And the fact is that all of your thoughts that you have surrounding the sensation of your pain, all those thoughts are nerve signals. All those thoughts are as real as the pain you're feeling. They make things happen. They amplify your pain. So there is data that without a doubt, what you're thinking in your head will chronify your pain or stop your pain from being chronified. This can happen on a subconscious level. This might not be something that you are realizing is happening. So your thoughts, the ones that are proven to chronify pain in the quickest manner, are thoughts of danger. So how many people have caught themselves? And I will tell you, this happens to me every time I have a severe migraine. So this day I hear it and I have to stop it. If you have a really bad one, how often do you hear yourself go, oh my God, I'm going to die. Oh my God, I'm dying. Okay. That thought is one of the thoughts that they've shown will chronify that pain and make it stay. Because your brain is a very literal organ. It will send signals that that pain needs to be worse. That pain needs to stay because it's scary. It's bad. We need to keep it around. Something horrible is wrong. So when you hear that thought in your head, you need to replace it with something else. And one of the tools I use is distraction. I put on a movie, whatever movie is going to keep me distracted. If you are able to, if you're someone who can watch movies, if the light doesn't bother you during that kind of migraine, whatever sort of distraction you have to keep yourself from the constant, oh my God, I'm going to die. Oh my God, I'm dying. The reason I choose movies most often is the next one that we want to intervene at is emotion. If you can watch something funny, okay, to distract you from feeling down or anxious about your pain, then you've just hit the emotional side of the pain instead of letting it bring you down. Okay. So how do you feel about your pain? Most people are like, oh my God, it's never going to go away. Once you're really in this bad cycle, you're like, it was here yesterday, it was here last year, it's here the year before, it's never going to freaking go away. Then you start on I've tried every medicine made by God, man, and otherwise, and nothing's ever going to get better. And your brain starts to go berserk and you're just emotional about it. So if you can watch something funny or something empowering instead of something that promotes you feeling like a victim, which to me, the two things that will make you feel the worst are feeling bitter or like a victim. So you want something empowering, something funny, something that takes you in the other direction. To me, those are the best distraction tools to get out. So chronic pain and chronic migraine, it will make you feel like a victim. It will try its hardest to make you feel bitter, to hate your life, to hate the world. It will steal your joy. It will make you lose hope. All these things are normal. So if you find yourself in that place, you are not supposed to feel guilty. You're not supposed to feel like you did something wrong. Those are normal things, and it's a place you need to move through and out of. So never get mad at yourself if you're feeling that way. We just need to find a way to move through and out of it. And so
I love these concrete hands-on suggestions about what to do when you're in that moment of pain.
Those big ones, you are not the same person at the end of the big one that knocked you on your back as you were when it started. You are either stronger or weaker. And so the key is to figure out how to always be stronger at the end of it instead of weaker.
I really love how you phrase that, though. This whole idea that the process of having a migraine makes you a stronger person, that, you know, you can choose to look at it from that perspective. I think that's so empowering. I love that perspective.
Right. And it is how you have to train yourself to become stronger instead of weaker, because, and you cannot, if it does make you weaker for a while, you cannot feel guilty. That's one of the migraine rules. You can never feel guilty and get down on yourself just because it made you feel weaker for a bit, because that is its job. The entire job of a migraine is to bring you down. It really is its role, and you cannot let it win by doing that. This is